In fact, this is the one area where I know, and having investigated a little bit and having a little bit more information, I know that she actually did not speak to Azad at all on this. That's one.
So she misled Nira when she said she would?
She led Nira Radia on, which is appropriate journalistic behavior in my case. As I see it, she wanted to get more information out of Nira about who else she was wanting to get to try and influence the decision, which, as both Manu and Sanjay are saying, is a story she could have reported.
Okay, so when
but
you
I think she's done well in stringing Nira on to get more information on what's happening.
So just to clarify, when you say she led Nira on, you're actually accepting that she deliberately misled Nira into believing that she would talk to Azad but didn't.
Which is what you do with a source, because you have to play the source along to make sure that you get extract the maximum mileage out of that source.
Except that in this instance, some people may think that she was lying. Is lying also an acceptable way of stringing a source along?
You know, I think that she could well have wanted to at least make an effort to try, but the fact is, did it happen? No, it did not happen.
All right. Manu Joseph, finally, in agreeing to act as go-betweens or lobbyists, one thing does emerge or seem clear, that both Veer and Barkha were using the access and influence which their professions give them or which their employers give them for purposes for which that influence wasn't originally intended. As you view it, is that acceptable or is that a misuse?
Well, that's a gross misuse of journalistic access. But see, there's a large issue here. Now, how do we know, just coming back to the point that you were trying to make, how do we know whether those calls were made or were not made? Can you just elaborate on that? I mean, I'm not clear how you can be
basically so what he's asking is, how do you know she didn't ring Azad? How can you be certain that she didn't ring Azad?
Well, the information that I have is that she didn't actually manage to get through to Azad.
Forgive me. And so she tried.
The second, no.
If you say she didn't manage to get through, that suggests she tried.
She could well have tried. As I said, I'm not defending.
So then hang on a second. Then that also suggests that she intended to fulfill it. She intended to be a go-between, but failed because she couldn't get through.
Or she didn't try too hard because it was beyond her call of duty.
Not trying too hard is a bit of detail. If you try once, it's trying. You're saying that she tried but failed to get through.
You know, I think that as far as Barkha is concerned in this, if one.
No, but answer my question. Did Barkha tell you this, that she tried and didn't get through?
No.
Then how do you know?
No. I checked myself to figure out whether in the Congress party.
Who did you check with? Did you ask Azad?
No, I have checked whether a call actually happened and whether.
But how can you check? Did you have access to the telephone records? Forgive me, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm just trying to clarify.
No, Karan, in every business, especially in the journalism business which I have been, you tend to know how to check these things out without necessarily having to reveal who you spoke to.
All right, for the purposes of this discussion, I'll take your word for it, but I think I will note that you have raised a question of doubt that remains lingering in the air.